Happy New Year, family, and welcome back to the first episode on the Wealth in Christ show for the year of 2024. Today, we'll be having a discussion about 5 lessons I learned in the past year. This past year, for many of us, may have been a very great year, as well for many of us have not been a great year. I want to share 5 lessons I learned specifically in regards to finance. One thing I learned in this past year that there would never be a good time to invest. And specifically when it comes to the stock market, but also in general, like there would never be a good time to invest, and I say that to say that, last year, despite the fear monger, despite, many people predicting that the market was going to crash, there's going to be a recession, if interest rates will continue to rise, it did rise to 6%. Um, a lot of different things play a role. But specific for the stock market outperformed what many predicted would happen. Many people predicted that stock market only will go up 3%, 7%, but no one really predicted the stock market going up 20 something percent. Nasdaq having one of its best years in forever, and in regards to other industries and other aspects of business, one thing I can say is that there's always an opportunity in every business, in every industry. It's about for you to find it. It's about for you to know how to be flexible. You know how to be adaptable and know in this different environment, different economy environment that you may find yourself in. So that's what's going to allow you to become successful. That's what's going to allow you to become financially independent. And just to even add, to there will never be a good time, because of the fear monger, because of a lot of quote experts and banks predicted the stock market, specifically won't have a great year. I personally did not invest as aggressively as I should to benefit from the 20 something percent that the stock market rolls up by. And this is not to include different stocks that went up by 100+%, such as Nvidia and other companies as such that went up 100% plus during the past year. And that was a lesson I had to learn that, a great investor, or what makes a great investor, is a person who's able to adapt no matter the environment. The person who's able to do their own research and not just take people's word of what they predicted, but also have your own opinion of what is going to happen. And not only that, but when you see that things are not going as you predicted, change quickly. Change your investment strategy quickly. Don't wait too long to now change your investment strategy. For many of us, 2023, we have invested, just do simple math, 20% of $100, an extra $20, 20% on $1,000, an extra $200, 20% on $10,000 invested in an ETF that tracking SPY, that could have been $2,000, and so on and so forth. And it just to show you that there will never be a good time to invest. And as many people said, the best time to invest was yesterday, but the next best time to invest is today. This kind of reminds me of a scripture in the Bible, which is Ecclesiastic 11:4, and it states, "Whoever watches the wind will not plant; whoever look at the cloud will not reap." And this verse is basically talking about a farmer who's overly cautious, waiting for a perfect condition, will never get anything done. If one waits for the wind to stop or constantly observe the cloud for sign of rain, they may miss the opportunity for planting and harvesting. 2021 or 2022 was a great time to invest. The market didn't do as great in 2022 as compared to 2023. But if you was an investor in 2022 and you early 2023, you were able to capitalize on this bull run that it went on 23%. You were able to, see your money grow. You were able to get to a little much closer to your financial goal. And that was something I had to learn, that I should have been more aggressive investor. I shouldn't have listened to all the people that's predicting that the market was going to go down. Because even if the markets go down, that's an opportunity to buy. The best time to to get into the market is when the sale's happening. One of my guests once says the best time to invest in the stock market is when there's a sale. But in the stock market, for whatever reason, that when there's a sell in the stock market, that's when people tend to run away. That's when people tend to sell their portfolio. But that's the best time to build wealth because you're sowing seed into different companies that have great futures, that has great balance sheet. You know, they're providing value to society. And once the market recorrected itself, readjusted, and these companies are on an upward trajectory, you know, you benefit from it as being a shareholder. You know, your portfolio grows and you're able to reach your financial goal, your financial number much quickly. Another thing I learned, you know, in this past year is that building wealth is a long-term game. It's often easy to get sidetracked by wanting to make X amount of dollars in 6 months, X amount of dollars in 10 months. But when you look at all the people that we consider wealthy, or consider all the people that we admire financially, it all took them time. Some of them took 10 years, 20 years, or even 30 years before they were able to even accomplish great wealth, where they're able to enjoy the fruit of their labor. You know, and it's important that we don't compare chapter 7 to someone else chapter 25. You know, we need to run our own race. You know, you can't expect to get um the same benefit as someone, or make the same amount of money as someone who's investing twice or triple your money in the stock market in the same stock, or have gotten, you know, has bought it into a stock at a better price than you did, than before you even came. You can't compare that. You just got to learn from your mistake and make the proper adjustment. Another thing I want to talk about is, and I learned in this past year, is it's okay to set aside money to spend on things you enjoy. You know, as we're going through this financial journey, you know, and as you're reaching different milestones, it's okay to, you know, to also set aside money where you can enjoy it for yourself. You can, you know, go and take yourself on a date. You can go on vacation. You can do something outside, do something that you truly enjoy. Go and start a hobby, you know, take a course that you always wanted to learn. You know, you can set money aside. You know, there's nothing wrong with also enjoying your money, because there's nothing much worse than building all this wealth and working so hard to build this wealth and not being able to enjoy it. You know, that will be pointless. The whole point of us wanting to become financial free is you want to be in a position where you can do the things you want to do without worrying about, you know, worrying about having any financial burdens or having any financial restraint on you. That's the point of one becoming financial free. That's the point of one becoming financially successful. So you can provide value to a cause, to a mission, you know, without worrying, oh my gosh, I may not be able to afford, I may not be able to contribute, I may not be able to add monetary value as you may want because you don't have the money. Hey family, I hope you're enjoying this episode so far. And if you are and you have yet to subscribe to us here on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button. And also, if you're listening to us on Apple Podcasts and you have yet to leave us a 5-star review, please do so. Now back to the episode. Another thing I learned this past year is to be inspired by other people's financial success, but not to be jealous. There's a very fine line between being inspired and being jealous. You know, being inspired is you're able to celebrate someone's win and success financially or any kind of success, but you're able to be motivated. You get encouraged. You have hope that one day that you can also be at the same position, or even to be in a better position. But where you become jealous is like you're downplaying the person's success. You feel like the person does not deserve it. You feel like you should be in that person's place, but you haven't put in the work, or you haven't put in the time, better yet, to even be in that position. But you want that position. You want success without able to work for it. You know, and that's where you know you're being jealous. That's where you know that you need to work on your heart. You need to go through prayer and fast and ask God, you know, to soften your heart, you know, allow you to be inspired, be motivated, be encouraged that, you know, you one day can also achieve this success. You one day can have that amount, you one day can contribute to society in such a massive way if that's what you desire. That's what God's plan is for you. And to wrap this all up, one thing I learned throughout the year is to be grateful for your wins and losses. It's very easy to be grateful for your wins, because it makes you feel good, but you also need to be grateful for your losses because that's where you learn lessons from. That's where you're able to build character from. Where you're able to make corrections to your strategies. That's where you're able to learn things that you did not know um when you lose. Like even wins, you can win and also lose at the same time in the same season. But that's all part of entrepreneurship. That's all part of investing. That's all part of life in general. You win some, you lose some. But the key to being successful is that your wins are much greater than your losses. And once you're able to do that, you know you become successful. But despite winning or losing, it's important to have a grateful mindset. It's important to have a heart of gratitude. Thanking God for that you're even in a position to learn. To learn and be to adapt and see. To win. Because not everyone gets the opportunity to be where you are. Like I said in one of my last episode, there's people that would trade places with many of us to be where we are. But these are the same place that many of us are ungrateful about. Many of us are just looking down towards. And some of our losses, you know, not to downplay anybody's losses, there's an opportunity in there. We need to change our perspective in this new year to see losses as an opportunity to get better, as an opportunity to do things better, make things right. Because the losses can become because of lack of knowledge. It's an opportunity for us to get educated. It's an opportunity, and you should be grateful that you have an opportunity to learn more. You should be grateful that you have an opportunity to adjust your plan and just, God's giving another opportunity to adjust your plan. And He's still providing a way for you to still reach your goal, because so many people, they don't ever get the opportunity to readjust, to learn from their mistakes. That mistake is what cost them. That opportunity is a once in a lifetime opportunity. But if your loss provides you an opportunity, you should be grateful for it. Even if your loss doesn't provide you opportunity, you should also be grateful for it. Be grateful for life. Outside of money, be grateful for life. The fact that you're able to still be on this side of the world, on this side are still living among the living, that's a blessing in itself. And for you to even make it into 2024, you have all the reasons to be grateful. There's many people, like I said, that would trade places with many of us, to do what we're doing, to be talking to one, to have the privilege to be able to impact, to be able to invest, all these different things. Many people trade places with us. And, as we continue in this 2024, if you don't take anything from what I said, continue to have a heart of gratitude, through the ups and downs, through your wins and losses, continue to have a heart of gratitude. And it reminds me, and it reminds us in 1 Thessalonians 5:18, give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you in Christ Jesus. So this is a biblical principle for us to give thanks, to be in a heart of gratitude, no matter if we're up or we're down, because no season lasts forever. So we need to be able to be in a heart of gratitude, whether we're winning or we're not. And that's what separates the winners from the losers. Because the winners are able to see their losses as an opportunity to get better, while the loser is like saying, why me? Why not you? Why not you? It's not an opportunity to you to make a change. It's an opportunity for you to be better, be a better person. You know, use this year 2024 to be a better person in all aspects of your life, not only financially, but spiritually. Not only spiritually, but physically. But not only physically, but also mentally. Use this year as an opportunity to be better in every aspect of your life. And if you're able to do that, you will reap great fruits. But I hope, like always, I hope this bless you guys. I hope this encourage you guys. Again, happy New Year. I hope this New Year is a blessing to all you and your family. And I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Enjoy the rest of your week, guys, and stay blessed. Peace out.